M0FXB, welcome to my channel. Here we are, RT Systems and the Yaesu FT70D, and we're using the cable USB 57B. The driver for that cable is installed when you install RT Systems software, and you can get this on Windows and Mac. So right now we have done a video on Mac, we're now doing Windows. So let's just do it. So all you do is go to here and you can buy the cable and the software, and there's extra charges if you want to have the CD and things like that, but overall the software is $25, which is a bargain. It's a lot easier to use RT Systems. They've put a lot of work into their system, so they've made it a lot easier for everyone, and you can interchange and swap around and change different sets of memories from one radio to the other. That's a different, a different type of radio. So I like it, and I think it's great fun to use as well. And there's a lot of backup and big support. So I've already read from the radio. So all you do is to get the radio into sort of clone mode, you turn it off and hold down the F button, then turn it on, and it goes into clone mode. So if we'll come out completely, then turn it back on. So that's normal mode. We've downloaded the software. So if we go communications here at the top, communications, get data from radio, it's going to give us instructions what we need to do. Give that a minute. Obviously the cable is plugged in. If you right click here, device manager, double click ports, you'll see it there, USB 57B, and it's on COM 10. Okay, and if I just cancel that a minute, if you go look, communications, COM port, it's there, look, 10. Just click OK. We will now go communications, get data from the radio, and you'll get the instructions now. There's quite a lot of memories on this radio. I really like the Yaesu FT70. I just love the way it looks. It's got a great sound, good receive, good transmit audio, has group mode, C4 FM. You can use it with your hotspot, and I love all the LEDs on it, the way they light up when it's in use. It's just a pure joy to use. Big knob. The downside is you do need a charging cradle and a spare battery for this radio to be happy with it. So anyway, let's turn it off. It says here, plug your cable in, hold down the F and turn it on. So we'll turn it off, hold down the F and then turn it on. And you're in, it will say clone on the screen. And then the way this radio receives its information is by pushing the band button. The band button is the far right hand side top button. Okay. So what we're going to do is click OK, and then we're going to hit the band button, just press it, and it will start to receive all the files that are on the radio, which is good. And the good thing about RT Systems, you can use Repeater Book. Repeater Book has all the repeaters in the world. So all you do is, in a minute I'll show you, is use that to get all of your local repeaters. And it doesn't really matter where you are in the world, you can do it again. The other thing about RT Systems, it does tend to open a new tab every time you do anything. So you've got all these tabs here at the top. But you do get to go into all the settings, and RT Systems have really delve deep into all the different functions and possibilities for your FT70 or any other radio. So the reason I always get RT Systems is because I know that they have done a lot of work learning the radio and adding as many functions as they can. You really get your money's worth. So click OK, and then look at all my I have a lot of memories because I've been practicing. You can see this is where I was practicing earlier on my Mac PC. So what we're going to do is just close down some of these windows. Click no for now. No for now. Right, okay, let's leave one window open. So what we'll do, we've read from the radio. Let's say we want to add a load more repeaters, even though we have plenty here. We're going to go File, External Data. We're going to go Repeater Book. There's my location, 20 miles. We just want 2 meters and 70. I might select 6, see if it finds it, and click OK. And these are the repeaters that it has found. So let's now we can still fine tune that. If you look here at the bottom, we can get rid of D star, DMR. What else have we got here? We'll leave the rest, I think. We'll leave 50 megs for receive. and we'll select all, and then we'll go create file for FT70. So we've got this nice file that we can now use. So if you can go, if you go, let me think now, edit, you can go Control C, you can go Control X and Control V to paste, Control C to copy. I tend to just go to the top here, scroll it down, right click, copy. And then I go back to my original file, go to where I want it to go. So it's at the bottom here, look, we'll click 143, right click, paste. And that's it, we've now added the repeaters. So have a quick look at the settings. We'll go to radio menu settings. It is a bit different format on the, I noticed on the Mac system, but it's covering the same information, it's just slightly different. So you've got the call sign there, message, on, off, all these AMS, auto power off, beep level, PTT, and so on and so on. Operating, different parameters here, DTMF, external settings, what's these tabs? Not sure what that is. Help as well. Let's close that down. So what else we got here? Setting, bank settings. I don't really use banks, but you can put some of these into separate banks. Might make it easier for you. Bank names and linking. Preferences as well. Grid display. Memory defaults, and so on and so on. So it's pretty good. Click OK. Now if you want to just create a memory channel, to come out of this banks thing, we don't want banks at the moment. How do we come out of banks? We don't want banks. Well, let's just write it to the radio and read anyway. So we'll go write to radio, send data to radio, and this time you press the mode key. Now you shouldn't have to turn it on and off again like it says, it should just work. So we'll click OK and then get your finger ready on the mode button, which is top left. Click OK, then mode. Okay, let's do that again. Send data. Click OK, then mode. Oh, it's doing it already. So there you are. So now you're sending everything to the radio. Wait a while. Let's see if I can find the brochure for the Yaesu FT70D. I always look at brochures. It's always really interesting and nice to look at. There's one here. Yeah, they call it a catalogue, but look at that. Advanced C4 FM, system fusion, combines FM and digital. It's got AMS, so automatic mode select, whether it's digital, analog, nice loud speaker, 5 watts, wideband coverage, look at it, 108 to 579 megahertz. Rugged design, it's got a full keypad, massive memory, multicolour operation indicators, and these go red when you transmit. There you are, red there. It's just for what it costs, you get a lot for your money. I think you do need. There's your charger and there's your spare battery. 1,000,000% you want to get that. You can use it with a hotspot, but you can't use it in PDN mode or with a HRI 200. Well, you could use it as a handheld going via a slave radio with the HRI 200. Okay, so I'll say it's transferred everything back, and now let's just read again. Might just click out of this. I'm going to save the changes. We can save changes. So we've got FT70 desktop. We should have a file FT70 somewhere. No, thought we had a file there somewhere. That's okay. Just put it in the new folder. Save. Click that out. Yes, we're saving everything at the moment. FT. Save. Yes. So we just finish up by, adding a channel. We double click one of these channels. You can do the receive frequency. If you put the shift in, it will put it in for you. So let's say it's 7.6 and you put in 439 here, it will put that in for you. Then you've got your offset that we just did. Direction, plus or minus. You can do digital or even voice wide. You can name it. And if you're looking at an analog channel, we go WR here, look, 145600. Offset 600, it's an analog channel, FM, name it, you've got your tone, your squelch. And once you've done all this, you just go communication, send data. The other thing you can do is you go file, you can export. Put it on the desktop again. FT70. Save. You can export different parameters. You've got external data repeatable RFinder frequency list as well that you can import. Look, if you want, say, in England it's PMR, but in the USA it might be GMRS. Click apply, it'll find them. Then you can copy all of that. Copy like so. And then add them to your tab when you read the radio. In the same way I just showed you, you can put all that in. External. RFinder, you need the RFinder software to do that, but that works really well if you're used to RFinder. And lots more as well, radio reference, settings, windows, communication file. I think that's about it. You can move channels up and down, insert channels where you like. You can set a priority channel, you can add a frequency range, simple mode, I've seen that. Yeah, you put the radio into simple mode. So thanks for watching my channel. Catch you on air. All the best.